It's Week 13 of the 2024 season, and we'll see Chris Olave. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys on Thursday night.
BA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And, CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team...
On first down, Eaton. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Eaton. And his throw here is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And a short gain down to about the 33. The numbers for Sanders last week, 17 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Eaton. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Offense. Man, that ain't make no sense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Operating from the gun. Eaton gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Eaton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Eaton. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Sanders' kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. There's Chris Olave. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Back to Taylor on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 49-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Off the play fake. Eaton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this down near the 25. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will make it 6-0.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He topped the 200-yard mark a week ago. You know they're going to have a lot of eyes, and hopefully for them, bodies on him here in this one.
You've got to expect defensively, forget 8 men in the box. 9, listen, they're trying to sneak you and me in there to try and slow him down, but I bet his offensive line mates are going to accept that challenge. They really like blocking for a guy who can turn up that kind of yardage.
From the 27, Mahomes.
He'll get that one to Taylor complete.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the draw is Taylor. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. From the 36, Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes Hunter Renfrow, ready for the next drive with the rest of his offensive mates.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Eaton.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half.
and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll try and run. Taylor.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. From the gun, it's Taylor.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Chris Olave.
His 11th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eaton.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Eaton.
This pass completes a Pollard on the out route. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 49-yard line. Off play action, Eaton going up top. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
What's the deal, y'all?
Now for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
To throw on 2nd down, Eaton. Bind, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Eaton. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give to Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 38, Mahomes. Throw taken in by Taylor left side.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He completes it to Olave.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Jamison Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
And now here come the Cowboys.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Mahomes.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Chris Olave.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Commanders,
they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And now they'll have a few extra